Welcome back, everyone. Darth Redbeard here, and I brought back our favorite Russian.
Well, товарищ Noob.
Yep. And we're getting ready to start the Battle of Kursk.
Comrade, Supreme Command has learned that the Germans, in a state of desperation, are pinning all their hopes on one final assault against our central front. By achieving a victory here, they hope to overcome their crushing loss to the heroic defenders of Stalingrad, to
I
again
like his
regain the
extremely
offensive.
strong Russian
It
accent.
should come
Yep.
as no surprise that our great leader, Comrade
Like,
Stalin,
as I like to call it,
decreed
the
that this
Hollywood
must not
Russian.
happen. Fortunately for us, our highly placed source
I
within
mean,
the
you
ranks
can
of the
clearly
German High
hear my
Command
accent,
has
but
uncovered
it's not
critical
that strong
details of their plans.
in comparison.
We know, for example, that the specific target for their offensive, codenamed Operation Citadel, is our deceptively exposed salient near the outskirts of Kursk. I say deceptively because for the past several weeks we have secretly built up layer upon layer of fortified defensive earthworks where we have deployed the greatest concentration of anti-tank weapons ever committed to a single position. We will need these, for it has come to our attention that the Germans are committing all their available armor to the upcoming offensive, including some new and
Elephant
experimental
tank.
models. We have been steadily building up
Yeah,
our forces, and even now, trainloads of fresh reserves are arriving at the scene. Comrades, our
that
goal
is so
here is to
fair.
break the
Something
back
that
of
we
the
can
German armored
understand.
forces, leaving them
Interesting.
incapable of ever again mounting an effective offensive. Once this has
I
been
guess it was a
accomplished,
typo.
our final victory will be assured.
Now, this I kind of like. Soldier's letter back home to his wife.
Also, there's like a story written on these letters, like
Yeah. Yeah, it's
personal stories and stuff. Yeah, interesting. I like this kind of small details in games because I just love to when I'm playing games. I love to like read the different letters or explore different locations, learn stories and all that stuff. So yeah, that's always interesting. Like to uh, not just go from point A to point B, but learn something new along the way. Kind of even in games like Code, where you're just supposed to go and shoot shoot people.
even
But yeah, you can
Battlefield.
start.
Even Battlefield One had some stuff like that a little bit. Like not like this, but you heard the people's story.
Yeah, yeah.
Move it!
Especially
Into the
you know,
trucks! Go!
Bad Company or Call of Duty maybe.
Move! Go! 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 Comrades! Check your weapons and harden your hearts! We must stand our ground and drive the fascists out of the motherland!
Ugh, this is hell.
Move!
Yeah, man.
Alright, let's move! Let's go!
It's like a little bit. Really, like,
My God! They hit the train! This is madness! And you tell me the
That was crazy.
The right flank. Good luck, comrade. Keep moving forward. Grab your ammunition and move to the right flank. Keep moving forward. Make Mother Russia proud. Grab your ammunition and move to the right flank. Take up defensive position. Keep moving until you find that spot. They must not beat our lines. Keep moving until you find.
Ow! That hurt.
Check, check. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Loud and clear.
Dang! Artillery everywhere. Ow!
Yeah, shit. Looks like Donetsk.
Ooh, looky here. Yeah.
War never changes, you know?
Yep.
Wait for it! Machine guns! Machine guns ready! There they are! Fire!
Well, we got World War One and World War Two here.
Right flank! Keep firing!
Yeah, if I remember correctly, the certain German weapon was the response to this weapon from the Soviets.
They are still coming! Comrades! Fire!
Well, as far as I know from like the history lessons, there was more tanks than infantry involved in this battle. It was like the biggest tank battle in history. Right. So, but so far,
Yeah.
all I can see is wave after wave of infantry. That's interesting.
Whoa!
The Germans have broken through!
Nice.
Reinforce the left flank! Follow me!
The what was this one again? Taco.
It was
Yeah, ST
Что?
VT40.
Токарев. Токарев СВТ.
All right. Who's the dummy that threw that grenade?
СВТ stands for like the штурмовая винтовка Токарева, like the assault rifle Токарев.
Yeah.
But don't quote me on that, I can be wrong.
Yep.
Just assume.
Well, the German response was somewhere over here. The Gewehr 43. Oh, fucking hell, flamethrower!
I didn't know that Germans used flamethrowers. I knew that Americans did
Yep.
in Iwo Jima and stuff like that, but not. I know that Germans love the gas, gassing people with
Good job, comrades!
very nice chlorine. Well,
Ooh. Not as good as it is in World at War. Still would not mess with that flamethrower, though.
True, but like when it comes to games about the Second World War, I think the World at War was in my personal top 5, maybe.
Right.
It was really nice. Like it,
Definitely
like,
the darkest.
when it comes, yeah, it's dark,
Yuri,
and that's kind
elephant
of what I like
tanks.
about it.
Go out there and plant your charges on them. You men, provide covering fire. Regroup on the far side of the trenches when you are done.
Ooh. Hey, the little details on these games.
Was it C4 or something?
Yep.
I highly doubt that the Soviet soldiers had C4s back then.
It would have
They
been
had,
something
like,
else.
And in real life, they used anti-tank rifles for the most part.
Yeah. It's Call of
I'm not sure
Duty.
if more.
Yeah, these games take a lot of liberties on some things.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. I know that games don't have to be 100% realistic.
Right.
I'm just saying. And I don't really remember if Molotov cocktails were used during the Second World War, or was it after?
Helicopters.
Molotov cocktails.
I think they were used during the war a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense because Molotov was the Minister of Foreign Affairs back then. Maybe it was named after him.
All I know is they hurt.
As I said, yeah, yeah, that's true. But as I said, I'm not the expert on weapons and tanks and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I
But
just know some things about what happened back then.
Well done, comrades, but we are not through. The Germans are moving through the village, trying to flank us. We have been ordered to drive them out.
but you can also provide perspective on the Eastern Front from what you didn't learn.
Trying my best.
They are coming over the hill.
I don't know which rifle I like better, the Mosin Magat or the SVT.
Well, the most historically accurate version will be Mosin, because it was like the most popular rifle in the world. It was Mosin and PPSH, the Soviet semi-automatic machine gun. The
Yep.
Thompson, but the Soviet Thompson, let's say.
Good old PPSH.
Yeah, or PPSH. Sha. SH.
I can't tell how close these are to Russian accents. Like,
Well, I don't think that they hired actual Russian voice actors, so they just pretended that they just faked the accent, I think, most likely.
ooh.
Oh shit. MG3?
Yep.
MG30?
Yeah, it was an MG there.
Yeah. As it was used to be called Гитлеровская циркулярка on the Eastern Front. It's like the Hitler's fucking chainsaw, I guess. I don't know. So you can
Something.
translate it later.
Yeah, something about buzzsaw.
Yeah, yeah, Basso, yeah.
Oh,
Something along
now
those
here's
lines.
something familiar.
Oh yeah. This one is. I saw this gun on like historical documentaries about the war.
Oh, fucking hell. Damn Panzer IVs. Yeah. Yep, didn't work. And I'm out of grenades. That don't sound good. More tanks! Well, you wanted more tanks, right?
Yeah, sure. Well, it kind of fucks, not gonna lie.
Ay.
All you can do at this point is either shoot yourself in the head or, I don't know, try to find another place to cover. Can you like run outside and try to stick a C4 to one of those? Do we have C4s left?
I don't know. Oh, look who showed up.
Oh, okay. Nice. Finally.
Every time I hear the Red Square theme. That might have been a little mean of me.
And that's it.
Yep, just gotta go meet up with the commissar.
Oh, okay.
Here's hope I don't get shot.
Excellent work, my friends. You fought shoulder to shoulder with courage and strength, proving on this field of battle that the so-called invincible German army have and
I'm not sure if you know, on the battlefield commissars were giving speeches like this, but I don't know. Maybe it was the case because, like, during the war, both of my grandparents, like, they were just little kids. Like, nobody really fought on, you know, on the front lines. So I never really heard any stories about the war. Well, maybe besides my grandma, because she used to live under Nazi occupation, actually.
Hmm.
She used to live there since for
Yeah.
3 years, I think. She lived under the occupation, but that's about it.
Yeah, I'm sure they saw
And
some of the worst of it there.
well, no, she actually said that the Germans there were pretty chill. You know, they
compared
never killed, never killed anybody.
compared to what a lot of documentaries like to say.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that all Germans were nice, but in the case of the village in which my grandma lived, it was the case. Like, they just came there. I think it happened like very quickly because, as far as I know, there was no Red Army forces there. Only like small partisan groups. But of course, when Nazis were closing in, they left, and so they just kind of showed up, uh, build a little camp, like outside the village, and basically they started the agitation, like propaganda between among the locals. They recruited men who stayed to be policemen, polizei, and that's about it. They just lived there. And actually, I think I told this already. My grandma tried chocolate for the first time in her life under Nazi occupation. Like,
Well,
the first time in her life, some German was walking down the street and, you know, just like, hello, and gave her a chocolate. She liked it a lot, but you know, back then it was, you know, 40s, 50s. There was not much chocolate in the Soviet Union. Anyways, uh, let's uh, let's continue the game, or you wanna?
do you want to go to the next level?
Yeah, why not?
All right.
I don't want to keep talking about the Amish for another half an hour.
uh, oh, the Sixth Guards Army. The Stalingrad of Kursk.
Stalingrad is the next mission.
All right. Well, now we get to see a little rural Russian town. And yes,
Okay.
Listen well, comrades. Just beyond this hill to the north, we
Понылі.
will advance to a train station where our tanks will gently persuade the enemy to abandon their posts or die. Once the station has been secured, we will press our advantage until the only Germans left in Pondieri are dead. Move out!
gently persuade the Germans to surrender. Well, that's a nice way to put it, right?
Yeah.
Fall in behind! Use the tanks for cover!
So now this is like the counter-offensive, right?
Yeah. Okay, they brought their own tanks. Well, that works.
And by the way, in this game, your health doesn't regenerate like
Right.
it is these days,
Right, you have to find health kits.
which is
Well, it makes you explore the game more.
yeah, true, and it's more realistic.
What am I playing? Papa German?
Papa John's.
Stay down. Didn't I tell you to stay down?
Nice one.
How many times do I have to shoot you?
Maybe you should come closer.
Okay, I gotta go get somebody. See what's going on there. Ah, no wonder. I was the only one that went over there. None of the others did.
Left flank! Left flank! We have to get around them!
After I already cleared the left flank?
Yeah.
Ooh, I wonder, can I go up here?
Nah.
Nope. Wish I could.
Sniper in the tower! Yuri! Stop him! We will take care of the Germans in the station!
Okay, that got him, finally.
Well, damn. You wasted so many bullets on this guy and it was just stupid.
Ow! I do not trust that bunker. Okay, the physics in the game still kind of suck.
I mean, what do you expect? This game is probably older than me.
Yeah, it's over 20 years old.
I'm 28 now.
Yeah, I think the first one came out in
Pretty long.
2003.
Oh, so yeah, I was a kid back then. Back then I was more into like, I don't know, GTA's.
The GTA games.
Yeah, yeah, I was like into like the very first GTA games and CS 1.6.
Yeah.
Games.
I didn't play a whole lot of GTA. Like, I did after a while, but
I used to play a lot of San Andreas. It was my probably the most favorite game back then. I really liked it.
I'd say
But my first shooter game was Medal of Honor. The first one.
I do remember hearing a lot about Medal of Honor.
Yeah, it's not very popular now. I mean, I think it's kind of dead.
It used to be popular.
Yeah, sure. Used to be.
Well,
But now everyone is playing fucking Fortnite and whatnot. Fucking Roblox.
I will say one thing about the Medal of Honor games is, well, at the time they were good. When they switched over to something else, that's
Yeah,
when I think
I
it
know.
kind of went downhill. Where's that radio? I can't ship.
Like, when it comes to shooter games, my favorite one is probably I wanna say Battlefield 4.
I kind of like Battlefield 1 a little bit.
Yeah, but it's very old school. And to be honest, me personally, I started playing Battlefield games since, well, not too long after the Bad Company 2 came out.
I
And
yeah.
I loved it. I played a lot of it online. It was my favorite game. I played it like non-stop almost for 1 year. But yeah, then I played Battlefield 3, then 4. But I don't know. Actually, Battlefield 1 is also very nice.
I did remember the first Battlefield game I played was 1942.
Oh yeah, yes, the first one. Yeah, I mean it's classic. It's probably nice, but um, I don't know if you're gonna like it if you're gonna play it like today, for example.
Yeah.
Older Call of Duty games are very nice. Like the storyline and everything. Like Call of Duty games are very nice when it comes to telling stories, for example. I don't know. I even liked the very disliked Call of Duty game, the Advanced Warfare. I think it's called, about space. You know,
Eh,
I played it and I liked it because I love everything when space related. Like you know, I'm a huge Mass Effect fan. Like I really love it and everything about space. It's just amazing. And when it like I really like Killzone. I like them. Right now I'm playing Destroy All Humans, the new remastered version, and the XCOM 2 on my PS4. Like it's about aliens. It's really old. I just love everything about space. So I kind of like the Advanced Warfare, but after that, Call of Duty. I really wanted to play the Cold War one, about the Cold War, but I don't really want to waste money on that stuff.
especially with everything going on. I gotta try and save up
And
money a lot, but
yeah, I know. Usually, when you try to save more money, usually something happens and you have to spend it all. That's how it works usually. Or like you want to save money for something, and then I don't know, when you get paid and you have a lot of extra cash and you just buy stuff that you don't really need but kinda want to buy. I don't know if it makes sense. But yeah. Saving money is hard, that's what I'm trying to say.
it's hard being an adult.
Like I'm trying to save money to buy a new PC for maybe a year, but you can't really save enough. Something always happens.
Well, that worked. Just threw a grenade in there. It's an old schoolhouse. Wait. I don't think school's gonna be in session for a
Yeah.
while.
Is it supposed to be a Russian house?
Russian school.
Soviet house? School?
Yep.
Um, doesn't really look like school, but okay. I mean, these houses look like freaking Croatia or something. Like when I played the Battlefield 1 on the Russian maps, like the God Save the Tsar, I think this DLC was called, or something like that. It's like in the name of Tsar.
Yeah.
Tsar. There was like a different location. Like all of them, they were made very good, like very authentic look. You know, like you can tell that yeah, this is like Russian architecture, but when you look at this, it looks more like Western Europe.
Yeah.
Very different.
Yeah, I think there was a little too much liberties here.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's the first Call of Duty game, so they probably didn't want to waste more time and effort on creating the authentic models for houses and stuff. So they just use the presets and stuff. of the existing ones.
One thing I will say, though, they did make the Russian stories more interesting, though.
Yeah, I mean, sure, but I'm just talking about the small little details here and there. I mean, it's not a big deal, I'm just saying. I don't really care that much.
Verteilt euch! Feldwebel, übernehmen Sie mit 3 Männern die Flanke. Ich gebe Ihnen Feuerschutz. Gehen Sie in Abwehrstellung. Schicken Sie uns einen MG-42-Trupp. Kommandostab, Sie greifen an. Sie sollen Verstärkung schicken. Move in! Move in! The assault on the factory has begun!
Oy. Oh, great. This is the one part of any Russian mission I hate.
Trying to take a factory?
Yep.
Yeah, I know. I don't really like taking factories.
Yuri, into the basement! We will hold up the Germans here!
And I mean, it's very challenging in real life as well.
Ow.
And by the way, another little detail. In real life, Soviet soldiers never had pistols. Only officers had pistols.
Yeah, that's the... Yeah, I think it was mostly American soldiers that had the pistol more.
Quickly, move! Move!
But a lot of it came from some of the stuff the American soldiers was having to do.
American soldiers had pistols during the war.
It would depend, really, because I know, like, the Marines would probably have them more than the regular Army. But at the same time, though, you have, like, paratroopers would be behind the lines and everything.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, in the Russian army even today, only officers have pistols. Nobody else. I mean, they can give you one at a firing range, for example, but they're not gonna use pistols on the battlefield. I mean, soldiers.
And with most of today's weapons, a pistol would not be reliable.
Yeah, true. I mean, it's crazy how... What's that? Loud. Paper shot. Nice.
I gotta use it at least once in the Russian campaign.
Yeah, sure. But I don't think that it's gonna last for too long.
Oh, trust me, if he dies, I get his
Okay.
ammo.
Like this thing mag dumps in like 2 seconds.
It's too quiet. We've taken them by surprise.
You were saying? Well,
Oh, I can try to read it. Wait a sec. Can you come closer?
there's a table in the way. 1 second.
Fuck. Oh.
That's a
Okay,
little.
this one is just this Soviet anthem.
Huh, that's
It's
neat.
a Soviet anthem. And this one is just on top. What it says on top? Oh, it's in Ukrainian. It says 15 years of something. Can you point below? Uh, Жовтня. It's like I think it says 15 years of the Great October in Ukrainian.
Huh.
Like 15 years since the revolution, I guess. I don't know why this it is in Ukrainian, but okay. Uh, so it says our work turns into the wait.
Need me to try and get closer?
No, it's fine. It's в державе нашей могут. It means in our motherland, in our great motherland. But what it says above, I'm not sure. Наша праца means our work, but I'm not sure what the first one means, like the first word.
Huh.
I mean, I can understand the general meaning in Ukrainian, but some words I don't understand.
Right.
Well, it's something I go about. Well, I mean, it's kind of obvious.
Yeah.
Be careful, electroshock.
Yeah. It's actually kind of neat how they actually have it in the language, though, a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's hurry to the factory floor!
Okay. Soviet anthem again. And this one says fight the German animals, basically.
Anyway.
Uh,
1 second.
yeah.
Well, I can't get to that one very well.
It's with the Stalin, yeah. I think I saw this one online. I can't really see too well, to be honest. Okay, вперед за... Так. No, I can't really read it. It's too blurry.
Yeah, I'm going to have to try and learn acrylic ami here.
It's not too hard, to be honest. The trickiest part is to learn how to pronounce certain letters.
While our forces keep them occupied, we'll slaughter them from within!
Well, that was a slaughter.
Yeah.
I'm not staying down there. Yeah, I know it's down there waiting.
Okay. Howdy, partner. Well, how the fuck are you still alive?
I have no idea. And how's that tank still alive?
Well, bro, I think you're dead. Try to find the medkit somewhere.
Please let there be one somewhere on this ground floor.
None left upstairs, right?
I don't think there is any left upstairs.
Well,
I can try and look.
good luck then.
The one good thing with this game, I can sprint.
Yeah.
Okay, any health left in here? No. Any left in here? No. Nothing in here. Anything in here? Don't tell me you used up all the health already.
You're dead.
Yep, pretty much. Yeah, I just have that one little slither of health.
1 pixel of health. A fucking high blood pressure will kill you at this point.
Okay, they were shooting at me, I think. How the fuck is it still alive? Finally!
Imagine if game will save right now, and you have to go for another assault.
Comrades, we have driven the enemy from Poniri, and we will not rest until the whole German army has been driven off Russian soil.
Ugh.
Hurrah!
I'm gonna have to check and see how close I was to dying there.
Yeah, I mean it was really close.
If that tank didn't die after that last round, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, you're lucky boy. One lucky boy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go
All right.
sleep. It's like 1 a.m. here.
Oh, it's only it's 6:01 here. So about
a.m. or p.m.
PM.
Okay.
So about 5 hour difference.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, everyone. I don't know how I survived that last bit. I honestly thought I was dead.
Yeah, I thought you were dead too.
Ugh.
Only the Holy Spirit kept you alive.
John Zabisky's spirit, you mean? Sobieski's.
Yeah. You just tried to pronounce my last name
uh,
or the Soviet.
I think I was trying to say a certain Polish king.
Hmm.
John Sobieski the third.
I don't know who this is.
Um, let's just say the most famous charge of the winged hussars.
Hmm. Never heard of him. But his last name sounds similar to mine. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'll send you a clip from a movie someone did about Battle of Vienna.
Yeah, well, like a documentary.
Someone actually, it was actually a movie, but based on a historical event.
Oh, okay, sure, why not? I've heard about this battle before.
Yeah, the second siege of Vienna
Was
from the
was it
Ottomans.
the? Anyways,
All right.
it's already 2 p.m. or 2 a.m. Pardon.
All right.
So
Well,
I gotta get
everyone.
up.
All right. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this Let's Play. And special thanks to our special Russian friend for joining us. So,
Thanks for watching, guys. Thank you, Redbeard.
all right. I will see you all next video, and might bring in our special guest depending if he's available.
Yep, yep.
And we'll see if he's available. But this is next video is just gonna be one mission only. I'm going to have to cut back off the 2 missions.
Yeah, Euclid is our special friend. Very special.
Yeah.
Alright,
Alrighty.
talk to you later, I guess.
All right. Later, man, and we'll see you all next time. Goodbye.